And there he is, the unmitigated aesthetic glory that is Universe Ratbat. Now, I've said it before, and I'll say it again about this toy. He is fast hurtling up the ranks of my top 10 Transformers of all time. Not only is he gorgeous to look at, and you can't really, this camera does not do him justice. He has sculpted details, completely redundant sculpted details all over him, many of which seem to be ornamental as opposed to mechanical. They're not things like circuit boards or exposed mechanics or anything like that. They seem to be almost like ornamental carvings on his legs and on his upper torso. Absolutely beautiful. Perhaps a nice little reference back to his status as a councillor at one time and his more decorated position. He is just a joy to have in the hand and to play with. He is awesomely articulated. He, just like any modern Transformer, he'll move in any way you wish. His arms will move in any way. No ball joints though. No ball joints on his arms anyway. There are ball joints on his legs. And his legs, beautifully articulated, just like the rest of him. You will get this guy into any pose you wish, and he'll look gorgeous in all of them. He's also monstrously heavily armed. He doesn't seem to have any long-range weapons apart from this thing, which is noted in his blurb as some sort of reality distortion cannon or something. I don't know, something like that. Something suitably destructive, actually. I rather like that. He also has these. These are his wings from the Cybertronian jet mode, become these melee weapons. He looks like he's pretty damn handy in a fight, which is very nice. And since he is a Cybertron toy originally, the mold was originally from the Cybertron line, he has a force chip gimmick in this weapon. Hang on, let me see if I can find a force chip. Ah, yes, this is Ratbat's force chip. Very, very nice indeed. You just insert the force chip into this slot here, and you get, beautiful, beautiful, an extra set of translucent melee blades. Fantastic. And if he looked good before, he looks even better now. This guy is phenomenally good. He also has a rather interesting little detail that you sadly won't be able to see on this camera, but there's a little Decepticon symbol there, and if you push this down, it becomes an Ultracon symbol, which is a stylized version of Ratbat's face. Very, very nice indeed. This guy is just splendid. If you can get a hold of him, then do so. He's beautiful, and I would recommend him to any Transformers fan, quite frankly. He's a stupendous piece of work, and a classic example of just how good the modern lines of Transformers can be, and of how appropriate repaints can be. I mean, I know there's a lot of stigma against repaints in the Transformers community, but, you know, I don't mind them. I actually rather like them as long as the molds they use are appropriate to the character. And this could have been designed originally to be Ratbat. It is nigh perfect. There's not much I can say against this toy. It has very, very few faults. And what it has, which is it's quite fragile. I will say that it is rather fragile, and you do have to be careful with it, particularly during its transformation. But you know what? This thing, considering its price, the price of the double pack, it's likely only going to appeal to collectors anyway, so that hopefully isn't going to be much of an issue. If you get the chance to buy this guy, get it. He's fantastically good, and it's my sincere hope to one day get the Scourge remold and repaint of this guy, because that looks stunning as well.